All right, we're here on another one. Today, I want to talk about identity shifts. Now, this is something that I've always had to. I'm holding this, by the way, because I don't like to wear it anymore. That was unnecessary to say. All right, start over. Okay. All right, so today I wanted to touch on identity shifts and like what it actually means to like when you want to understand what it actually takes when you want to go a certain direction in life. I'm going to use myself as an example because I want to spread awareness to this because I've always had this in mind of thinking where I want to go in life or what direction I want to steer the wheel towards. That I have to understand what it's going to come with, the type of lifestyle that I have to live, that I have to embody and accept, not do it as like a phase or a fad for like a month or two and just be like, oh, it's like I was just cosplaying as that. Now I'm over it. Well, no, once you understand where you want to go in life, you I'm sure you've probably thought about what it takes, but I'm going to break it down, right? So for me, for an example, is I want to really get in shape and cut down a lot of my body fat. I'm still a work in progress, but I have been making results. But it's along those results that have challenged me along the way, because to begin with, like, I was fat to begin with, and that's because I couldn't control how much I would eat food. And I've been pretty physically active now for like the last 7 or 8 years. I lift. I mean, I'm trying to gain muscle, so let's not go there right now. I do boxing as well and Muay Thai, and I believe in fitness, but I could never actually get a handle on my eating habits, which is why I always actually struggled with like transforming my body physically despite being active. Well, I've locked in on that recently, and I am generating the results, but it kind of goes back to circling around. Is I have to understand what it takes to actually, if I'm like, I can want it to be, lean, lower body fat percentage. I don't know, like somewhere around 15%. That's not too much, right? Um, it's like, yo, if I really want this, it's okay to want it, but I have to understand what it's actually gonna freaking take. So it's gonna involve sticking to my meal plan on the days that I just really don't want to stick to the meal plan. Right? There's a particular day out of the week where maybe my brain, mind, or nervous system recognizes like, oh, it's that day now. It's the afternoon now. You know what that means? It's like it's freaking pizza time. And that's really, anyways. So it's those days where you really get challenged. On the days that I just don't want to, that where the motivation fades, the discipline is there, but even your discipline is very much being challenged. You have to circle back and remember why you started in the first place. Know that you've given it thought, and hey, I've already circled around to this once, and I've already said that I'm going to do what it takes to achieve this goal, this lifestyle, whatever, such and such. So um like, anybody can want to be a fireman, a doctor, an officer, whatever it is, right? Pretty much just to spread awareness that hey, it does take the identity shift, because like, you have to be sure that this is what you want. Sometimes, of course, you do believe that you want it, but you just have to like actually, you kind of have to do live it a little bit, and then maybe that and then and there it'll be determined if it will be just a phase, maybe. Not to take it away from you, I feel like we can walk certain paths in lives that it's not where we end up at, but that path is necessary, that will circle us around, bust a UE, that will take us to our designated path. So sometimes just trying shit is gonna work. But either way, you have to try it, and then of course through experience is when you're gonna really learn. It's like, okay, is this something that I want? Is this the reality identity that I want to step into? Because it's gonna continue after like a week, a couple days, a month. You're gonna wake up one day and be like, oh man, this is actually, this is what I said I wanted. Now I got to get out of bed and do it. I have those. Even then, I still have those moments of challenge, but they fade. I mean, really, it's just resistance, and so my brain, your mind is gonna start telling you things. You will differentiate what's real for you or not. And at the end of the day, what's really gonna matter is the actual actions that you take in this realm. Um, the end of the day, like words and thoughts, they don't have to mean much, of course, if you don't give them power. At the end of the day, you can contradict yourself, say one thing in your head, put the action forth that's the complete opposite of it, and what you put out is what's really gonna matter. So when I struggle with like training, not even just training, it's like I'm in boxing, high intensity. It's been a shitty day. It's only the beginning of the week, and I'm already tired. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go from work, drive over to my boxing gym, and do some serious output there. And then just thinking about, it, I'm like, bro, this is where I'm really like, dude, I do not want to do this. I know in the back of my head, I do not want to do this. It's in the front of my head. Um, and then I'll even question it. Those little moments where I'll question and be like, well, this is the lifestyle you wanted, Tony. Like, this is what you wanted. You're here living it now. It's fun, right? And I will really have these thoughts, but then I focus right back what's in front of me, which would be like the pad holder, while I'm just like throwing and stuff. Take a deep breath, catch my breath, and I just keep going, and I get it done. And then you know what? On that drive home, I'm reflecting, I'm thinking, I don't even have the radio on, and then it's like, you know what? Yep, I did it. I got through it. I feel good. I like this. I'm gonna keep going. For now, I'm just gonna go home and go to freak to sleep. um, so yeah, it's contemplate your thoughts. Always, don't think too much. Of course, don't let me trap you into like analysis paralysis. No, actually, at the end of the day, action is very much important. I just want to spread awareness that it's like, hey, it's about that identity shift. To kind of cut it simpler, if someone has been like um, overeating majority of their life, and I get it, man. I love food too, but sometimes there is just like too much. Of course, you just got to try it, and then you'll really be presented with the reality in front of you, and it's like, is this what I want? Or do I want this enough to lose weight or do this goal? I know maybe goals and losing weight is different things, health and stuff, but you kind of get what I mean. It's like maybe I can lose the weight for like a month or two because I was very motivated during a very specific time period of my life, and motivation does help. It helps, but if we're talking longevity here in terms of career, lifestyle, you gotta be prepared. It's like I have to really actually make this identity shift. It can't just be like temporary. The identity shift is very important. That's what I'm getting at, because like the identity shift is what's gonna get you through these things, through these challenges, and the road that you're walking. Motivation, discipline, all tools, different things, but the identity shift is like it's who you are. So yeah, just take that into mind when you're contemplating where you want to go in life. It's motivation, discipline, a whole bunch of other things that I can name, but a real strong foundation I've come to find is identity shift. So, yeah, just wanted to say that. I'm looking towards uploading some Witcher gameplay. I need to finish that, so I'm trying to blend some things out, try it out, see how it goes. So yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like this, that, and have a good one. Peace.